How you guys doing? In reference to the information of these people damaging people's teeth, these people are in the industry of death. They've tried to mess up people's faces and teeth to try to call them mental. My teeth are documented. There's x-rays of all my teeth. Documentations of my history of dentistry. These satellite men and their government freaks and that satellite woman that's in the satellite control room that's playing these games, they are terrorists. These are psychos. They are sexual predators. They're sperm thieves. They're blood thieves. They're mutilators. They're thieves. They're postal thieves. They're communists. They're liars. They're murderers. These people was involved in the murder of my parents. These people have held me hostage for over 20 years in Indianapolis, Indiana. They trespassed. My mother got murdered in 93, and they kidnapped me after 93, too. So, it was 93, 94. They kidnapped me from my mother and father's mansions in Beverly Hills. These satellite controllers messing up people's teeth, trying to call them mental, is attempts of murder. All the food that I eat, all the types of food that I eat are documented. And they're documented on my grocery store card, too, in reference to products that I buy at the store. These people have abused me, damaged my face, damaged my teeth in reference to every food product, every beverage product that I bought at the grocery store. There's receipts and information about all my expenditures. All my money is accounted for. These people have been stealing monies that people have tried to send to me, that the companies tried to send to me, that Hollywood tried to send to me, that friends of mine or friends of my mother and father that tried to send monies to me. These people have stolen everything. And I'm tax-free. The IRS wants you to know that. So in reference to people that tried to send money and it got stolen, people are allowed to write that money off. Anybody want to go to court about it? There's probably even been courthouses that have tried to send me money, and they know which people stole the money, probably. These people are trying to cover up illegal activities of physical assault and attempts of murder with illegal surveillance technology that they have been using to burn inside people's houses, and their activity of burning people out in public. It's called torture tracking. These people doing these things, burning people with satellites, hurting people, zapping people, torturing people, mutilating people's teeth, and them making up diseases on people's mouths. These satellite controllers need to get prosecuted. I've had the same dentist for over 45 years. He knows I've never had no cavities. There's Hollywood dentists that have known me, that knew my mother, that knew my father, and in probably New Jersey, too, and Texas, and some other places. These government people that are doing these things are the ones that murdered my parents. These are the people that are trying to steal my mother and father's companies. They claim they're doing it for their race. Their race doesn't own what I'm the owner of. Their race does not own my mother and father's companies. I am the owner. And in reference to people blocking the information from the media, those people can get fired from their positions in the media. They are violating the laws of Elliott Ness. They're violating the FCC laws. There is Treasury documents that order it to go public in reference to my identity if a person claims they didn't know who I am. They're supposed to do a story about in the media and website information. These satellite controllers are burning people's teeth, calling it mental floss. Burning people's blood in their mouths, and dehydrating their mouth and teeth is attempts of murder. These people doing these things, these people know exactly what they're doing. They're claiming they don't know what they're doing. They didn't mean to do what they done, is what they try to say, and they meant to do it intentionally. They're always trying to hit a moving target. They're always sitting there spying on people. They're making up lies. These people did this to my father and my mother and me when I was a little boy. These people was trying to steal my family wealth. My parents did not have no debts. My parents did not owe these people anything. I don't owe these people anything. This is a hostage situation, too. These government people and their attempts of calling people crazy by mutilating their teeth. When people have toothpaste in their houses, people have toothbrushes in their houses, people have mouthwash in their houses, people eat nutritional FDA approved products. These people need to get charged for dentistry genocide and other abuses. These people have been burning my tailbone. These people are gay. They are psychos. They are predators. They are rapists. They are murderers. These people are thieves. These people are con artists. They're land thieves. They try to murder people in their houses with satellites to steal their houses. These people try to steal their land in America by burning them with satellites, and everybody around doesn't even see what they're doing. And they try to get people to act like they're on fire, trying to get people to run around crazy. And then some dirty task force agent that's involved in the murders of citizens of America, and these task and drug force agents that have murdered people and accused them of drugs to cover up their sexual predator activity of these people stalking me and their people stalking other people. They've covered it up by burning people, stealing sperm, stealing blood. And then, how many of these criminals that stole sperm have tried to make claims to my mother and father's estates? Every single person goes to jail, and they go to prison. I am the only child of my mother and father. The Royal Protocol in the media says that. I'm the last of the bloodline of my parents and grandparents. I'm the last and only child of my mother and father. I'm the owner of everything, and there needs to be a I guess a squadron or a task force that goes after all these people. Maybe the embassies in hello Korea, China, Japan, Italy, and France, and England, and hello friendly people in Canada. Some people, I used to like Canada a lot, but somebody's been trying to say that some of these satellite controllers was working for thieves in Canada. So obviously there's lawsuits against Canada in reference to people trying to hurt me from Canada. And they can go to prison too. I own my mother and father's farmland and companies up there. And people say something like, well, your parents and family owned a lot of things. Hey, my parents bought land when it was available. Any criticism that you have, you need to go to court. My parents legally, 100% legal, bought land, cultivated land, constructed buildings, constructed properties, made businesses, and your people that are trying to criticize that, you are in violation of facts of law. My parents bought land legally, rightfully, when they bought land, and my grandparents bought land too. So in reference to people trying to come into this country complaining about landowners or complaining about people that own things, hey, some people were here first. Some people bought land before your people. You don't have a right murdering off landowners because you wanted to make yourself big by stealing other people's land. Or your activities of satellites trying to destroy people's lives, or your people trying to ruin the lifespan of people because you were trying to murder off people to steal land and revenues of companies and properties and businesses because you wanted to make yourself into some rich communist dictator trying to steal other people's land to try to make yourself big in America or anywhere else. You don't have a legal right. These satellite controllers have tried to make up mental shit to cover up their illegal use of satellite technology. That is attempts of murder. These people are trying to play their games of beating people up, burning people, injuring people with satellites, and then trying to murder them off or trying to call them crazy and trying to murder them off in the industry of death. These government people are in violation of race and religion. They're in violation of land laws and deeds laws and United Nations laws and Treasury laws and United States laws. These government people are psychos. They're trying to play Amityville Horror or House of Pain, or they're trying to play Godsmack or Smash Mouth with satellites. Some of those musical groups know what I'm talking about. And some of there's a lot of other organizations. Hello, Teamsters and unions, and hello, labor unions. This is very important. You know, these people was burning me and torturing me and trying to murder me on jobs and every job I worked at. These people have tried to make up lies. Go into court with everything you got to say, man. You've tried to make up lies to abuse me. And I'm a tycoon. Read the information what a tycoon is. I'm the tycoon baby of my mother and father that was tycoons, and my grandfathers was tycoons. And don't play stupid. There's rich people in other countries too. I don't know if any of these people are working for other countries. Some of them probably are, as someone might say. But in reference to these people doing these things, it is attempted murder and it is treason. Now, the point of it is which race and which religion are the people that are doing these things. They need to get prosecuted. These people have blocked me from my mother and father's mansions. There are treasury documents that tell everybody in the whole world that I'm the only person that has legal right living at my mother and father's mansions. You guys understand that? I mean, in reference to the future, you know, I'm allowed to have visitors, but I'm supposed to have security, and you know, there's some celebrities that know me that know this is very serious in reference to stranger danger or people trying to impersonate other people that are friends of mine, such as celebrities that are friends of mine, people trying to steal my mother and father's mansions. And another thing, there's laws against domestication crimes, such as these people kidnapping me from my lifestyle that I was born into. These people tried to play their domestication game and slavery game and voodoo doll game. Their people tried to play this game like there was people trying to impersonate my parents, and they were satellite controllers in government. There was people trying to forge documents. Never signed, never gave, never sold, never, not never. I'm the owner of my mother and father's estates and my grandparents' estates forever. These people have tried to steal everything. These people tried to play their domestication game with their communist dictator tricks. I was born super rich. Some people call me the real Richie Rich. I own my mother and father's properties and mansions. These people that are trying to play these games, these people are trying to play tricks. They know what they're trying to do. These people know their tricks, but they always claim they didn't mean to do something, but they're all liars. They're intentionally using satellites when there's been JLO restrictions, no spying zone laws, and these people have terrorized me since I was a little boy. These people have tried to steal everything from me. So everything needs to get into court, factual documents, factual history, factual information, and then finding out who all the liars are, finding out who all the tricksters are, where they came from, where these people are coming from with their lies and tricks. And the IRS needs to prosecute these people. The Deeds Department needs to prosecute these people. Congress needs to prosecute these people. Law enforcement needs to prosecute these people. These people have been holding me hostage, burning me with satellites, burning me with their illegal handheld lasers and stuff they have done. There are people damaging my teeth, trying to make up mental shit. I've had toothbrushes and toothpaste and mouthwash all these years. My whole life I've had toothbrushes. My whole life I've had toothpaste. And these people are sitting there trying to make up shit. Everywhere I am at, everywhere I go is on record all the time. You know, I go to the store. Most stores have cameras. Most businesses have cameras. You know, if I go to a store to buy something, or if I go to a restaurant, it's all on record. I've had my phone on me every day. And it's got a listening device on it, as most people know, and GPS tracking. So in reference to this government man trying to make up mental shit, that man can get put on trial for the death penalty. I'm not going to play your games, government man. I'm not your race. I'm not your religion. And you have to get charged for racism. You have tried to murder me. You've tried to steal everything from me. You tried to make up recycled lies that your people was trying to play as your opportunistic way of ripping me off and holding me hostage. I've had different girlfriends of different races and ethnicities. And hello, different races and ethnicities of females. I don't date Middle Eastern girls, and I don't date Germans, and there's probably a few other races of females that I don't date, that I haven't dated and I won't date. So in reference to people that are trying to steal from me, they can get arrested. There's celebrity females that are friends of mine. My mother had it even on record that in reference to me dating models or actresses or singers, female singers, that's on record. These men, and there's laws, there's even documents that my mother and father had in reference to men trying to cock block me, men blocking me from having a girlfriend, men terrorizing my life. Like they were trying to play tricks, abusing me, like they were trying to play Damien 666, the Omen movie. And all these old men and these people have tried to terrorize my life since I was a little boy. These men was always trying to get in on my mother and father's property. They were always tampering with my life. They were always trying to kidnap me from my mother and father. These people have been holding me hostage, and it is attempted murder. The procedures of law. The Treasury was supposed to deliver monies to my mailbox. There's treasuries in all 50 states. There's only a few cities and states that I would travel to. Governors and mayors are supposed to know what kind of BS these people are trying to play. If people don't know what these people are trying to do, then people are incompetent in their positions of government. The facts of information, I'm the owner of my mother and father's estates. I'm supposed to be at my mother and father's mansions or a new mansion. Kind of, close to where my mother and father's mansions are or within a certain distance. My mother and father had regulations in reference to property sizes of where I'm supposed to be at. In reference to basic information, such as some mansions have to be 30 or 40,000 square feet, or plus my mother and father had other mansions in other smaller neighborhoods or certain types of neighborhoods, such as condo or mansion apartments, which are, one of the mansion apartments is 19,000 square feet in New York City. There's pictures of me outside that property. I traveled up to New York, took photographs, stood out there, waited, nobody delivered any keys. Went to the Motel 6, waited there for like a week, traveled around New York, walking around, riding the train. Nothing was delivered. And one of my aunts from Europe possibly sent $100 million to New York when I traveled up to New York, and nobody gave me any of the money. And people tried to murder me. Some people shot at me. Somebody tried to shoot me up there. Now, in reference to me mentioning that somebody tried to shoot me, sometimes they've hit me. But sometimes I just put it on there as like, they tried to shoot at me. Sometimes they've shot me. Some of these people. It says on the Treasury documents, do not ever approach me with any restraints. Do not ever try to point a weapon at me. I'm more valuable than all these people trying to steal from me. They're trying to steal wealth. They're trying to steal my family history. They're trying to steal my accomplishments. Obviously, you would know I'm more valuable than these people are because they're trying to rip me off. They're trying to steal my family history. These people need to get prosecuted for all their lies and their mutilations and teeth burning and mouth burning. These men are trying to claim that they thought they were a better athlete than me. These people are trying to claim that they thought they were healthier than me. I've never had a disease, not never. These satellite controllers have damaged my face and teeth, slandering my nutrition, and I'm a bodybuilder, and I'm one of the fastest runners in athletics in history. And in reference to other physical athletic activities. I've played sports, going to be playing sports in the future too, and Olympics and other types of athletic events of the future. These men and these dirty women in satellite control rooms that have tried to murder me, they're not better athletes than me. They don't have the same accomplishments that I have. These people are violating my life, and these people are trying to claim that they thought they were better than me. They've been burning my upper lip. They've damaged my lip size. They've tried to tuck my upper lip. That's attempted murder. Your government agents need to go to prison. I'm not supposed to floss my teeth. My dentist has told me for over 45 years never to floss the teeth. My parents told me never to floss my teeth. My teeth naturally grow up next to each other. There's never any food that gets caught in between the teeth. The satellite man squeezing and pushing and on the mouth and teeth, where they have fractured bone and they have fractured tissue and they have damaged the tissue strength and bone strength, they have tried to put things in between people's teeth. And this satellite man always tries to claim that he is cleansing people's mouths by burning and damaging their teeth and putting black marks on their teeth from satellites. That's bone burning. That is 4th and 5th degree burns. Now look up the temperature of what 4th and 5th degree burns are to burn bones. These satellite microwaves are that strong. Those handheld lasers are that strong, and they cause damage. These satellite controllers are terrorists. They are illegally using illegal technology weapons to hurt people. And they claim that they thought it was some type of natural activity, which is not. These people burning people's teeth with satellites. These people mutilating things. My DNA's been tested. It's been tested a long, long time. And these people have tried to steal my blood. They've tried to steal my teeth. They tried to steal my penis. They tried to steal my tailbone. These psychos sitting there trying to say, this government man said he was trying to use me as his pawn. When I have more responsibilities to my mother and father and my life, they hit me in the throat. My life is my life. I'm not the servant of nobody. I am not your child. I'm not your slave. You're not richer than me, and you weren't richer than my parents. I'm the owner of my mother and father's estates, and your people don't have a right blocking me from my monies or my mother and father's properties or any of my lawsuit monies or insurance or benefits. These people have tried to murder me in every way. These people have physically assaulted me. They have tried to rape me. They've tried to damage my face. They tried to murder me. And they must get prosecuted. I'm not your Raggedy Ann doll or Raggedy Andy doll or anything like that. I'm not Raggedy Andy. No. And that role protocol is a documentation of very important information. See, I had physical injuries from these people before when I was a little boy. These people had injured me. They're trying to play Raggedy Ann and Andy or voodoo doll terrorism. Not playing it, man. And Hello Howdy Doody Show and Mickey Mouse Club and other TV shows and I Love Lucy Show, How You Doing? And Three Stooges and all the other shows. So how's everybody doing? Lots of things of importance. In reference to these satellite controllers and these government people trying to play their tricks, they have no legal position. They do background checks on me every single day. Even McDonald's does that, or they used to. I don't know if they do anymore. To see what agency of government is trying to slander my character. Which agency and what agent. You better put your names on all those false reports you people have made. Then they'll say something stupid like, well, they said they were concerned citizens messing up my teeth. They sent me in the mouth. They say they're concerned citizens messing up somebody's beautiful teeth. They messing up beautiful teeth to try to make somebody look like a suspicious character. I've been a celebrity since the day I was born. That role protocol's in the media. It's my identity, and it has been there since I was born. So in reference to these government men trying to play their suspicious games, they must get prosecuted, they must get arrested, and they must lose their licenses or their badges for their crimes of treason and their estate fraud. These people are trying to grave rob. They're trying to play stealing games. They're trying to play theft games. They're trying to play hiding games of their tricks. Everything they're doing is attempted murder. They have violated the reputation of my dentist. They violated the reputation of all the food products I've purchased and ate, and beverages. These satellite controllers and their government people must get prosecuted for violating American nutrition. They must get prosecuted for their mental floss. These psycho people think they're funny when they're torturing and abusing people with satellites like it's some game, like they thought everybody was guinea pigs. You ever seen in a pet store, if you try to touch a guinea pig, it squeals and runs around. They're cute little animals, but the satellite man tries to play guinea pig games and tries to run people around like guinea pigs in a pet store. Or biodome terrorism. Their government agents must get prosecuted. They make up shit. These people say something like, oh, you don't know what that person has done. No, man, I've never done nothing wrong. You want to fight me? You want to step in the fucking ring? You better turn your satellite off and quit burning me. And then the motherfucker would say, oh, now this is another thing they say. They say stupid shit like, oh, they think that you're violent because you don't like being microwaved and them putting disgusting looking markings on your body. They think you're violent because you're bitching and complaining about them burning you. Shit like that. And don't forget, my DNA and genetics are one of a kind. My DNA is the only DNA type of my mother and father and grandparents. And these government people are trying to steal everything. Ask them what DNA type did they think that I am. Ask them who do they think I am. They can arrest government people if they mistake my identity, especially when they're making up criminal shit. Who do you think I am? They can fire every police chief in this country that gets it wrong who my biological parents are. Make sure you understand, my parents had many names because my parents had to carry the names of my grandparents and great-grandparents. And my mother and father had lots of corporation names because my parents and grandparents had a lot of companies. They can fire and impeach government people if they get my identity wrong in reference to who my parents are. I don't hang out with certain types of people, and I don't hang out in certain types of neighborhoods. I'm friendly with people, and everybody's got their own personal lives and things that they do. But this is about satellite controllers invading my space. These people trying to steal my identity. These people blocking me from my mansions and my mother and father's mansions and grandparents' mansions. The satellite man has been burning my tailbone. Like they were trying to dry rot people's anuses and rectums. I've never had a disease, man. Somebody needs to look up on the disease list to see if these people tried to put my name on there. And they have to track down every person involved and slandering my identity, and these people making up lies to steal my genetics or blood or sperm, or these people trying to steal my identity, there has to be court cases, and people need to get arrested. Role protocols in the media 24 hours a day. It's a documentation of my identity and who my parents are and what I'm the owner of in reference to my mother and father's estates, too. And it is a first world country document, and it's going to be there forever. So, in reference to media and information, no matter who anybody is, anybody trying to add abuse to that document, such as people marking on my body, they must get arrested. I'm not your pawn, and I'm not your guinea pig. And I'm not your lab rat either, man. So, your activities of burning me with satellites is a crime, and you must get prosecuted. My teeth should have healed a long time ago. They just hit me in the front teeth just now. Another $50 trillion plus lawsuit, and more lawsuits on top of that. Your activity of abusing me, you sick freak, is treason. And they need to check to see if any of these people had plastic surgery that are trying to steal my identity. And the plastic surgeons that did their plastic surgery, where they tried to copy my face and teeth, and then they tried to destroy my life because they thought that they had copied my identity and they thought they were going to get away with it. And then they tried to mutilate my face and teeth because their CIA or FBI or NSA or their task force agent or dirty politician was trying to steal my identity. I was copyrighted the day I was born. So anybody trying to steal my identity must get prosecuted. I'm not playing your tricks, man. It's all backed up by American law and international law that you don't have a right doing what you're doing, dirty government man. You don't have a right copying my face or trying to steal my identity or copying my birthmarks or beauty marks or scars. And you don't have a right inflicting your abuses on me, you dumbass. You need to go into court, sicko. You better quit burning my tailbone. You better quit burning my left leg, too. You better quit burning my ear. You better quit marking on my body. My mother and father had my natural birthmarks and beauty marks documented. And you thought you would try to graffiti my anatomy, where you were trying to confuse me with your impersonators, or you tried to confuse me with your people, that you intentionally had altered their faces, or their people had plastic surgery, whoever these thieves are, because they had intentions of trying to steal from me. They must get prosecuted no matter what race or religion they are. You don't have a right, government man, and you won't ever have a right. I'm not your child. Your impersonators are not the same DNA as me and my mother and father. You're not the owner of anything. All those stolen children that your people had, they have no connection to nothing. They're all illegitimate. And even females that are Hollywood celebrities,